Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another live stream. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's day going so far? Good morning or good day, depending on where you're from. Very excited to get back on here with you all. Another day, another opportunity to gain more conviction in our business. Who's ready to crush another week? Let's get after it. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Perfect time to reset, recharge, spend some time with some family, do something good for the soul. That way we can be ready for business this week. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend. Just going to take some time to welcome everybody into the stream, and then we'll get into some of the information here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Vishal. Good morning, Maya. Good morning, AS Trader. Good morning, Weapon. Good morning, Captain Royd. Good morning, Green. Good morning, Triss. Good morning, Horn. Good morning, Mock. Good morning, Rod. Good morning, HMH. Good morning, Petro. Good morning, Only True Trader. Good morning, Bob. How are you doing today? Island Dreams, what's up? Good morning, Kira. Hope you had a nice weekend. Good morning or good day, depending on where you're from. Very excited to get back on here with you all. We have ourselves another chance to work on our business. Another day, another opportunity to gain more conviction in our business. I'm going to keep showing up every single day throughout all of 2026. So for any like-minded professionals who want to work on their business, you know where to find me. Okay, I'll be here throughout the entire year. Day trading right in front of all of you. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Tad. Good morning, SMC. Good morning, Jip Smith. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's day is going well. Hope everybody's week is going well. Make sure you've gotten your steps in. Make sure you've gotten some fresh air. Make sure you've gotten some sun on your skin. Make sure you've gotten some coffee already completed. We got to make sure that we're showing up to the business in the right mindset, at the right energy, with the right focus. Every single day deserves the same amount of focus as yesterday and tomorrow. So let's focus up. Let's make sure we're ready for work today. Good morning, Divism. Good morning, Bear Trader. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's day is going well. Hope everybody's week is going well. We'll get into some of the information here shortly. Just welcoming everybody into the stream. Alrighty. Trying to get into some of my accounts here. Seeing what we have available for today's stream. All right. There we go. All right. We are good to go. The peppermint bubble tea. Wow. I'm going with a strawberry kombucha today. Don't know if you guys enjoy kombucha, but there is a little bit of tea in kombucha as well. So let's see what we got here. Very good. Yep. So make sure we get our caffeine in. We got to make sure the energy levels are at the appropriate level. Make sure this doesn't explode on me. Give me a second here. I'm battling against the kombucha. There we go. Alrighty. Hey, good morning, Trader 007. Hope your day is going well. Alrighty. All right, so let's get through the economic calendar. Let's get through some biases. Let's make sure that we're updating our trading desk. Everybody knows I like to make sure that I understand what I'm looking at for the day. I create a game plan. We get out onto the daily chart, look at some weekly outlooks, some biases. Let's go ahead and start doing that now. Okay. First things first is we need to get on the economic calendar. We need to know the important times of the week. So let's take a look. All right. So looks like we have no news today. All right. No news today. So the important time of today is going to be 9:30 a.m. New York Open. Okay. We specifically review time at the beginning of the week, whether you see it in the Discord, whether you see it here on the live stream. We make sure we get over the economic calendar because we need to know when volatility is going to enter the market. Plain and simple. New York Open is always going to show some form of volatility, but the other points in time are these red folders. These red folders also see volatility. Hey, good morning, Abdullah. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Micah. Hope everybody's day is going well. So, Monday, today, we have no news. So 9:30 will be the important time for today. Tuesday, looks like Trump is speaking, but notice that's at 9 p.m. at night. So this is Eastern Standard Time. All right, so that's not going to affect Tuesday's market during the day, but the overnight session will see some volatility. Hey, good morning, Scorpion. Good morning, Kelly. Hope everybody's day is going well. Please remember that all of the opening times are always going to see some form of volatility. Asia Open, London Open, New York Open. New York Open is the most volatile out of all of the opens, but you're not going to see that here on this economic calendar. You're only going to see news events, red folders. I don't cover orange or yellow folders. They don't have a large impact in terms of volatility. Gray folders, bank holidays, that is something that we focus on because that is one of my scheduled breaks. All right. But we don't have any bank holidays this week because you don't see any gray folders. And I'm not looking at orange or yellow folders. So New York Open is going to be the important time for today. Tomorrow we have a 9 p.m. driver. Wednesday we do not have any red folders. Thursday and Friday we have some morning red folders, 8:30 a.m. Okay. Now, just to give some clarity on this, we can trade any of these days. Okay. It doesn't matter if there is a red folder or not. You can trade whenever you feel like trading, right? The purpose of looking at these red folders is to understand when volatility is entering the market, right? Like we need to make sure our stops are in place if you're going to try to trade a red folder. You also need to understand that a lot of prop firms don't allow you to trade certain news events, right? So that's the reason why we go over these things. We need to know when these things happen, right? There's no reason to ruin your prop account, to breach your account because you didn't know that there was a red folder that's happening and you end up trading through it. There's no reason for that. Just do your due diligence. Make sure you go over the information first. That way you know during the time of, we shouldn't be trading red folders, right? So make sure you get on the economic calendar at the beginning of every single week, just so you can understand where the red folders are. Make sure you know the rules of your prop firm, because of a lot of prop firms do not allow you to trade red folder news. Okay? Good morning, Alovo. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, AO. Good morning, Nicolas. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend and is getting ready to get another week of work in. We're slowly starting our analysis here. We just got through the economic calendar, and now we're going to head over to the daily chart of each one of our assets. That way we can understand, the type of higher time frame order flow that's happening, the type of bias that we're looking at. Okay. Hey, good morning, Monique. Why no good morning for me? Oh, you definitely get a good morning. I don't even think, did you even throw your name in there yet? That was the first comment. I don't typically miss people, and no, I didn't miss anybody. You got to throw a comment in there so I can see that you're here. Good morning, Monique. How's your day going? Good morning, Ascent. Hope your day is going well. Anna, good morning. AV Dream, good morning. How's everybody doing today? See, now that one, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to say that name. How do you say that? Maju? Maju and Quito? Or that one's a hard one. Good morning. Matt, good morning. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I had a great weekend. Spent some time with some family. Got to get outside, do something fun. Had a nice dinner with PJ Trades. Good morning, Mary. Hope your day is going well. All right. Let's start to get through some of our assets. Let's make sure that we understand what we're looking for this week. What do we have for a drink this morning? We have some kombucha. All right, so if anybody was here with me on Friday, they would have seen this bias here. If anybody was here with me on Friday, they would have seen this bias here. Very simply put, we're looking to see if this area provides support for price. Okay, we got some decent support here, but we're starting to show some weakness in here. If this was going to be a swing low, I would have liked to see this be an expansion candle, right? Some form of expansion higher. So we need to see, we're still dealing with the same question here. We need to know if this area provides support for price or not for euro. Okay? We need to see if this area here could provide support for price for euro. Very simply put, I would want to see this be the swing low. Right? Putting in a swing low at an area of support, that's something that's showing bullish price action. Okay? But, right, if we come down and invalidate this right here, if we make another move lower, then it does not look like we're being supported by this area. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for today on euro. I want to see this act as support. Right here. I need to, because I want this to be a swing low. Right? At this important level. So if we were to be bullish, this is the formation of the swing low. Then we should expand higher today on euro. And if we don't, then it looks like there's some weakness in the marketplace. Okay, so we'll see if this area here acts as support. Let me get some screenshots because I still need to update the trading desk as well. All right, so I'm looking to see if that area could act as support for euro. Let's get that over into the Discord. All right, 23, 26. So this would be your typical ERL to IRL move. We don't have any IRL in here. There's no bearish FEG in here to target. So let's see what happens with that. Hey, good morning, Devil. Excited to learn IB along with you. Yeah, we could definitely take a look at that. Just so everybody is aware, okay? That is a strategy that has been in the market for many, many years. It is nothing new. Luckily, they didn't even rename it. Normally, people like to use their own terminology. They rename things and call it whatever they want to, but it has been the initial balance for a long time. All right, it's nothing new. We can definitely take a look at it. All right, but let's get through our biases first. Let's make sure that the trading desk is updated, and then we'll take a look at that. The dollar. This definitely gives euro a problem right here. This definitely gives euro a problem right here. Simply put, this right here. So if we're finding support from a bullish FEG, right? If we're finding support from a bullish FEG, then it looks like we're doing an internal to external move. Right, so this is definitely a key level here on the dollar. This could greatly change what happens on euro. Right? If the dollar gets supported by this bullish FEG here and moves to the swing high, then the euro is going to go lower. Right? There's an inverse correlation between the dollar and euro. So the euro bias is going to be wrong, right? Looking for higher prices in euro. This is going to end up being wrong if the dollar finds support at this bullish FEG and heads higher. Okay? All right. What is your entry on euro? Please explain us. I have no entry on euro. I do not trade euro. Right now, we are going over biases. We're looking at daily charts to try to understand higher time frame order flow. There is no entry there. Okay? I don't even trade euro. I only look at it because majority of the community asked me about it. So this is what I'll be looking at on the dollar. If the dollar moves higher here from this bullish FEG, that euro analysis is going to end up being wrong. Right? Because there's an inverse correlation between the dollar and euro. So if dollar moves higher, that's going to make the euro move lower. Okay? Let's get this over into the trading desk as well. So this is a typical IRL to ERL move. Right? IRL being the bullish FEG, ERL being the swing high. This is a typical IRL to ERL move. Okay. Oil. Oil, this is a good conversation to have real quick for the individuals that ask me when not to be bearish at a swing high. This is the example of when not to be bearish at a swing high. All right, so we're at a swing high here, but what did we do at the location of this swing high? We created a bullish FEG, and we're starting to find support from it. Right, so the key understanding of when not to be bearish at a swing high would be when we displace through the swing high. Displacement is literally the presence of an FEG. Okay, so when you displace through a swing high, then I would look for continuation higher. Okay, so this is one of those examples where I will be looking for continuation higher. It looks like oil is getting supported by a bullish FEG here, right? So go ahead and aim at previous day high, right? So I would be looking for a continuation higher, even though we're at a swing high, because of the bullish FEG that is there. Because of the bullish FEG that is there. That is the overall reasoning to why I would look for a continuation higher. Okay, so let's get this over into the trading desk. All right. Dollar, oil, euro, ES and NQ. ES and NQ, I still have the same bias as last week. So this is what we were looking at last week, was price getting rejected by this bearish FEG. And I'm looking at that again here. It still looks like it's getting rejected by the bearish FEG. If it does, that's where I would start aiming at the lows, right? So previous day low or the swing low. Okay. Again, just another typical IRL to ERL move. All right. So ERL being here, ERL being here. All right, so that's what I'll be looking at on ES and NQ. NQ is going to end up being the same, right? They're two correlated assets that should be moving the same at the same time. So let's get this over into the trading desk. ES over here. 223. And that'll end up being the same thing for NQ as well. Right, we're dealing with this bearish FEG here. NQ at least potentially invalidated it. So that's interesting. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Right? It went and closed a candle above it. That's what invalidation would be to a bearish FEG. So I definitely want to keep an eye on that. That is something that is interesting. If ES also goes and closes above the bearish FEG, then it definitely looks invalidated. Right? So it's as simple as saying this. I know I'm wrong with my bias if ES goes and closes a candle above the bearish FEG. Right? That's how I'll know that I'm wrong. Right? It's not a matter of being right or wrong. What is the matter is making money or losing money. Right? So we're analyzing the higher time frames to try to look at the higher time frame order flow. That's great and all, but what it really comes down to is execution. Right? Do you make money that day or do you lose money that day? There's a difference from being an analyst and being an operator, right? Analyzing something does not equate to perfect executions. You could understand where a price is going, but if you can't execute risk, then it doesn't matter. Then you're just providing your opinion about where a price is going. What really matters is being able to take real risk and executing it efficiently. Right? And that's why I say that it's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's a matter of making money or losing money. You can get the bias right and still take a losing trade, right? Because there's so many more things that go into this business. Like your mindset, your emotions, right? Being in control of your actions and executing that in real time. Those are very key in actually making progress in this business. Being an analyst will only get you so far. So let's get this in the trading desk as well. Let's get this in the trading desk as well. Ooh, I forgot to put the arrow. One more second. All right, so let's do that. All right, get it over into the trading desk. Okay. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right. Ash, have you noticed unicorns work better at NQ than ES? No, it's the same exact thing. Same exact thing. NQ and ES are two correlated pairs. Okay. They should be moving the same at the same time. Can you show us your opinion on gold? Let's take a look at gold. Gold finally trying to get out of this consolidation here. All right, if gold stays above this gap here, then I'll look for a continuation higher. All right, we have finally invalidated this bearish gap. Okay? So if we stay above 5,100, then I'll be bullish, is what I have to say about that. Right? We've invalidated the bearish gap because we've finally gone above it. And when we did that, we created a bullish gap here. So that's why I'm saying if we stay above 5,100, then I'm bullish here on gold. Okay? Hey, good morning, Spyro. Hope your day is going well. Why are you adding IB? So if you were with me here in the beginning of the year, we did some goal setting things for 2026. And I explained that I'm looking to take another step forward as a trader, right? I want to continue to be a student of the market. I want to learn every chance that I get. I explained that some of the things that I wanted to achieve this year were being capable of finding other entry models and scaling my funded accounts. We plan on copy trading 40 funded accounts. And we'll see if that'll allow me to take more trades. Okay, so whether that works or not is yet to be determined because I haven't collected the data yet. But I want to become a better trader, and we'll see if more models equals better trading, right? We'll see if taking more trades equals better trading. It is an idea that we set at the beginning of 2026. So, for example, you've already seen me take a couple change in the state of delivery trades this year. You've also seen me take an IB trade on Friday. Okay, so it is me being a student of the market, trying to continue to keep working and learning. And I have no clue what the results to that will be because I haven't done that yet. So we'll just wait and see. Isn't the change in state of delivery approach a sufficient step in that direction? The change in state of delivery is essentially the same thing as a unicorn. Every single unicorn is going to have a change in the state of delivery. So no, I would compare those to being the same model, essentially. Watch Friday's live stream if you want to learn more about the IB. We interviewed an individual named Mr. Zink that was capable of taking a 30K payout from Apex using the IB model. Okay. What is the IB model? Let's get into it. I'll talk about it here. I just need to get one message out. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here. Just give me a second here. Just 1 second here. Taking care of some business as well. All right, all right. Okay, all right. I have two things for you all. I have two different things for you all. Two different opportunities. Two different opportunities. One. First opportunity right here. First opportunity right here. We have 5 50K Lucid Black giveaways happening on my Twitter. Okay. You can enter this simply by going to this tweet and completing the entry criteria. Okay. So those winners will be announced on Friday. All right. All you got to do is complete the entry criteria, and we will announce the giveaway winners there on Friday. Okay. Second, should we make a deal, just like all of our other live streams, should we also do a giveaway here on the live stream? So separate from Twitter, should we also do a giveaway here on the live stream? So type a 1 in chat if you think we should. Type a 2 in chat if you think we should not. Should we also do a giveaway here on this live stream? What do you think? What do you think? Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it, chat. Let us make a deal. What do you guys think the deal should be? It's got to be a good one. It's got to be a good one. All right, let's see. How many people are in here? Let's see how many people are in here so we know what would be a good number. There are 215 people in here. All right, chat, listen. Chat. We're reaching for the most amount of likes here. We're going for it. If every single person in here, we'll go for 200 likes. 200 likes. If every single person in here just clicks the like button one time, you will also get another giveaway here the moment that like button hits 200. I will give away some more Lucid accounts right now on the live stream if the like button gets to 200. 200 is the number today. 200 is the number today. If every single person in here clicks the like button one time, it should be pretty simple. Everybody just has to click it one time. Click the thumbs up button right below the live stream. Let's get another giveaway going. Okay? We'll do another giveaway right here on the live stream for somebody that is in here in chat. We will give out some more Lucid accounts completely separate from the Twitter live stream, Twitter giveaway. Okay? All right? See, you're already past halfway. So it seems like this is going to be pretty easy. I'll make sure to remind all the new people that join. That way everybody else could see it as well. We will do a giveaway once we hit 200 likes for some more Lucid accounts for somebody that's in chat right now. Okay? Trying my hardest every single week. You guys see that I'm literally doing giveaways on all of the live streams. I'm doing giveaways on the social media accounts. I'm trying to get as many opportunities for the entire community as I can. Okay? And I do have to say, the amount of people that come back saying thank you because they've reached a payout from a free account, there really is no better ROI on an investment than making a payout from something you didn't have to pay for. Okay, so I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to try to get as many opportunities for the community as I can. And to be honest, chat, who was in here when Lucid joined the chat? Like if we work together, we're going to be able to catch the attention of these people. The last time we were able to catch the attention of Lucid, and then they joined the chat and tripled the amount of giveaways. Seriously, so there's a real value to working together. You know, hopefully we'll be able to do that again because that was amazing. That was amazing. So once again, we will do a giveaway for some Lucid accounts right here on the live stream. The moment the like button hits 200, somebody here in chat is going to get some free Lucid accounts. Okay? So you're already you're already past 50% of the way there. Just hit the like button. We'll get some giveaway accounts going. While we do that, we'll answer some questions and answers heading into New York Open. So if you have any type of information that you'd like to go over, if you have any type of questions, feel free to throw it in chat, and we'll start doing that now as well. Hi, Ash. Just got here. Can you explain to me why you are bearish? Yep, it's right here on the screen. Bearish FEG. We're getting rejected from it, so I'll look to see if we can go to previous day low. So, bearish FEG, both on NQ and ES. Looks like it's getting rejected, so we'll look to see if we can make a move to the swing low. The way that I will know that I'm wrong is if we invalidate the bearish FEG, right? If price goes above the FEG, right? If price goes above there, then it looks like that idea is wrong. Okay? So I'll know if I'm wrong if the bearish FEG from the daily chart gets invalidated. Okay? I won a free account last week, and oh, Chris, let's go. Chris Lehner won one of the free accounts last week from this live stream, and now he's in the funded account, ready to go this week. W, Chris. Throw a bunch of W's in chat for Chris. Let's go. That is amazing to hear. Chris, the job's not finished, though. Now we need to hit a payout. Okay, so do everything you could do to stay in that funded account. All right? Keeping your expenses low while getting a chance to increase your top line, that's the overall goal that we're going for here. That's why I do these giveaways. If you can make a payout without having to use any expenses, that's the best ROI that you're going to get. Right? So just don't fall into any emotional, fear or greed. Try to stick to the plan, stay in the funded account, follow your process, and let's make it to that payout. W, Chris. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job. Ash, so what prop firm would you suggest to start a futures account with? My Funded Futures. That would be the first prop that I would go to. My Funded Futures. And for the 50K, what would you risk per trade? I divide my drawdown by 10, right? So look at your drawdown, right? In a 50K account, you get 2K worth of drawdown. Divide that by 10, that gives you $200. That's how much I would be willing to risk on one given trade. And I would look to take one trade per day. Okay? Hey, good morning, The Punisher. Hope your day is going well. Hope your day is going well. 140 likes. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. We get it to 200 and we do a giveaway here. Hit the like button so we can run a giveaway right here in chat right now. Still miss the piano. LOL. If you know, you know. Yeah. Wow. Actually, I guess we need to start smashing the under on the piano comment because that's the first time I've heard it in a while. So the tides have turned. The tides have turned. Really want to get an account? Yeah, listen. All of these giveaways are randomly generated, okay? You have to understand that I'm not picking people, okay? Everybody comments into chat. Those comments put your name into a pool where we use a bot to randomly generate a name for the winner. Okay, so you got to understand that it is a fair shot across the board. It is so fair that it doesn't matter how many times that you comment it, your name only goes into the pool once. Right? You only get one shot, just like everybody else. So that's the only way that it's fair. We are not picking names. People do not get multiple entries. Okay? All right. talk us through the IB model. All right, let's do that as we're waiting and watching. Let's take a look. All right, let's go. Let's go here. That is 10:15. Nice. All right, ready? The IB model. Ready? Take a look at this. We are setting up the IB model. Okay, so the initial balance is what IB refers to. The initial balance is the first hour of New York Open. Okay, so 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. That is what the initial balance is. Right? So you can see I'm on a 15-minute chart, so you won't be able to see it here. Let me get down to the lower time frame. So you can see that this is 10:30 right here. Okay? 10:30 is right here. But I'm going to get back out to the higher time frame. So the initial balance, you're outlining the low and the high of this range, right? Of 9:30 to 10:30. So point out the low and the high between 9:30 and 10:30, right? So here's 9:30. You can see a low was created here. Here's 10:30, and you can see the high is created here. Okay, so that is the high and the low of the first hour of New York Open. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is understanding which position we will take. Okay, if the low is created first, we look for longs. If the high is created first, we look for shorts. When I say first, I'm referring to time, right? 9:30 happened before 10 a.m. So 9:30 was first. First, second. Okay, so since the low was created first, we know that we're taking a long during this day. Okay? Once we obtain that information, this is what the position will look like. The entry location is 50% of the range. The take profit is range high. The stop loss is range low. Okay? So let's see what happens here. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this thing immediately goes to target. Immediately. Absolutely amazing. Right? So that's the entire strategy there. There's really nothing more to it. Okay? So this is a one-to-one risk to reward. No, you have to understand that you deal with averages when you're talking about your results. Okay? For example, yes, this right here says 1-to-1. I understand that. But what you're not understanding is when you look at your results, it's an average, right? So what I'm trying to say here is today, the stop loss was 200 points. The take profit was also 200 points. So this win here would have been about $400. Okay? Well, sometimes the stop loss is going to be 80 points, right? So now look at the difference in your risk to reward, right? If tomorrow the range is only 80 points and your stop loss was a stop of 80 points, but your win yesterday was a win of 200 points, do you see the difference in risk to reward there? Right, in that example, then your risk to reward after 2 trades shows that you have more than 2R of a risk to reward. What I'm trying to say is your risk to reward is determined by the volatility that's in the market. Sometimes your stops are going to be 200 points. Sometimes your stops are going to be 100 points. Sometimes your stops are going to be 50 points, right? So no, it's not a one-to-one risk to reward. Okay. So if you go and look in the announcements section of the public Discord, you'll see some results to some back tests that I completed. For example, the very first back test that I completed, the risk to reward was 2.95. Okay, so after 20 trades, it was a 63% win rate with a 2.95 risk to reward. You have to understand that you deal with averages, okay? Just because the position indicator tool says 1-to-1, that does not mean your results show 1-to-1 risk to reward, because the volatility in the market changes every single day. Okay? All right? Yes, you can use this in any of the sessions. What time do you look to enter? It could be from 10:15 forward. So you don't use a fixed dollar amount with the IB. Once again, your stop loss is going to change every single time. Sometimes the stop is going to be 200 points. Sometimes the stop is going to be 100 points. Sometimes the stop is going to be 50 points. It's going to change. The volatility changes that. When does the daily FEG get invalidated? When price goes above it. If price goes above this level here, then it's invalidated. Right, so when price goes above here. So there's no higher time frame analysis? No, there's not. Right? So if you want simplicity, if you don't want to be making 100 different decisions, there you go. Simplicity brings clarity. I definitely suggest everybody goes and watches my interview with Mr. Zink from Friday's live stream, because a lot of these questions were answered. So you can obtain that information there as well. Mr. Zink is where the entire idea came from. Just so we're clear, this was not my idea. All right, chat. We are about 30 likes away from the giveaway. We are going to do a giveaway for some Lucid accounts the moment the like button hits 200. Okay? Somebody here in the chat is going to win the giveaway. We're going to run a giveaway for some Lucid accounts the moment the like button hits 200. So go and smash the like button. Okay? I think if the range is created before 10:30 and the 10:15 candle itself is retracing to 50% of the range, we can take the trade at 50% of the range. Yes. Once again, check out the live stream from Friday. This is one of the questions that I asked Mr. Zink was, when are you willing to start entering the trades? And he said 10:15 is when he's willing to start entering. For example, if you watch that live stream, I took I took Friday's long at 10:16. The entry to the long on Friday was 10:16. Okay? Let's take a look at that. Where did it go? Right here, right? Friday. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pull it up. All righty. On Friday, my entry was 1016. Let's get down to the lower time frame. Oh, we're on ES. That's why it looks different. Hold on. All right, 1016 was my entry on the long for Friday. Right, so you can see 50% of the range right here. This was my entry for the long right here. And look at that entry. I mean, that's just astonishing. That is just astonishing. 1016. If you want to just pull up my latest Instagram video, you can see that entry as well there. We have the live trade over on Instagram. Yep, posted this morning. You can see the actual entry in real time, or you could just watch the live stream where it happened right in front of all of you. Excuse me. Yeah, 20 more likes and we get a giveaway. Once again, we're going to do a Lucid giveaway once the like button hits 200. Shall we size up if the stop loss is small? No. Just keep the same size throughout the entire time. Just keep the same size. Right? We don't want more decisions. Right? More decisions sounds like confusion. The more decisions you make, the harder this is going to become. Right? The entire idea is simplicity. So the moment you start adding more things to that, that's where it gets confusing. Yes, IB works in forex as well. Do me a favor, just watch Friday's live stream. All of these questions were answered, right? So, but at 10:15, there was no IB range yet. Well, I disagree with that. There was an IB range, right? So here's the range right here. This is before 10:15, right? Here's the range. The range was set before 10:30, right? Yes, it is an additional risk trying to enter when the range is completed at 10:30, right? IB is from 9:30 to 10:30. So if you're entering 10 minutes before the range is set, that is an additional risk that you're adding to your entry, right? And that is exactly what Mr. Zink had mentioned. He is willing to take additional risk by entering 10 minutes early before the IB is set. But this was set here, right? This was the overall range. Ready? Now is 10:30. So the range was set. And then it ended up working out nicely. What's the fib settings right here? Where are the settings? There you go. just using a normal fib, and I'm only pointing out 0, 1, and 0.5. Okay. So we can point it out today as well. I do have my Funded Futures live stream at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so there will be a gap there. I do have to move from this live stream over to that live stream. But we can definitely point out the IB for today as well. All right. Guys got 4 likes remaining. Yeah, 2 more likes. Let's run a giveaway before New York Open. 2 more people hit the like button real quick. 2 more people real quick, so we can get the giveaway going. Once again, please just watch the Friday's live stream. That is where we went over IB. The initial balance is the first 1 hour of New York Open. So from 9:30 to 10:30. All you have to do is analyze the low to the high of 9:30 to 10:30. That is what the range is. Analyze the low to the high of this time, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. That's what the range is. Here's the low at 9:30. Here's the high at 10. Right, one more candle. Now we're at 10:30. Here's the low. Here's the high of that range. Okay? All right. All right. There is the deal. The deal has been completed. Let's take a look. All right. All right, let's get it set up. Very good job, chat. You have yourself a deal. You have yourself a deal. You have yourself a deal, chat. All right, we're doing a giveaway. Ready? We're going to do 3 50K Lucid Flex accounts. All right? All you have to do is type the word Lucid into chat. Please only type it once. Okay? If you type it more than once, you do not get multiple entries. You only get entered one time. So there is no reason to spam chat. All you have to do is type the word Lucid into chat, and your name is going to be entered into the giveaway. We'll give a couple minutes for everybody to get a chance to type the word Lucid into chat. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to enter the giveaway, and then we'll announce the giveaway winners right here in chat in a couple minutes. Very good job, chat. You got yourself a deal. All right. Very good job, chat. Very good job. So we'll give it a couple minutes. Congratulations. That is what you get for making a deal. Alrighty, alrighty. Give it a couple more minutes, and then we will draw the winners. Do me a favor while you're at it. If you're getting any value from the live stream, if you're getting any value from the giveaways, hit the sub button, turn the notifications on. We've been doing this every single week. If that is something that's providing value for you, hit the sub button, hit the like button. We're going to continue to keep doing this throughout 2026. So we'll give a couple more minutes, and then we'll grab some giveaway winners. All you have to do, if there's anybody else just joining the chat, all you have to do is type Lucid into the comments. That will put your name into the randomly named generator. That's how we pick giveaway winners. All you have to do is type the word Lucid into chat. So we'll give another minute or two, and then we'll pick the winners. Hey, Ash, is the IB model good enough to complete an eval within a month? I just started looking at the IB, so I do not have, years and years worth of data to be providing, answers like that. So I'm not going to hand out low quality responses. I just started looking at IB, so I don't have the data to be able to say yes or no. All right, couple more seconds, and then we're going to... Oh, there's the first one there. Alan Corderom, first winner of the giveaway. Got two more giveaway winners coming up here. Alan Corderom. Alan, you got to go to my public Discord, okay? Go to the giveaway section of the public Discord. Take a screenshot of your YouTube username, and that's how I will confirm that you are the giveaway winner, and I'll send you the giveaway the moment you do that. Let's see who will be the second giveaway winner. Let's see. Z White -W4. Second giveaway winner. Z White. Z White, second giveaway winner. One more. One more. Z White. You can see in the description of this video, that is where the link is to the Discord. If you hop in the Discord, go to the giveaway channel that's in the Discord. Take a screenshot of your username so I can confirm it's you, and then I'll send over that giveaway account. And Paul Ziquerdo. Paul Ziquerdo is the last one. Paul Ziquerdo. Paul Ziquerdo. Okay, there's Alan. All right, I see Alan there. Here we go, Alan. There you go, Alan. All right. Got Alan's giveaway completed. If Paul and Z White do the same thing, we'll be able to get yours completed as well. Alrighty, so we got about 10 minutes left here before New York Open. Let's see how chat is feeling today. Type a 1 in chat if you're bullish on the day. Type a 2 in chat if you're bearish on the day. What are you all looking for today's New York Open? Are we going higher or lower today? What do you guys think? We going higher or lower? We going higher or lower? What do you think? What do you think? Four. What direction is 4? Inside bar break plus IB break or IB high break is my guess today. Good morning, Mr. Zink. Hope your day is going well. Sideways. That could be number 4, definitely. No move at all. We just go sideways the whole time. For a change in the state of delivery, do we look for a stop hunt? Yeah. I look for the candle that takes out liquidity or the set of candles, right? So for example, right here, this would be a change in the state of delivery. Since there's consecutive down close candles, I would use all of the consecutive here. If there was only one down close candle, I would only use one. Okay? But the importance here is that we've taken out liquidity. Okay? It needs to be the opening price of the down close candle or series of down close candles that has taken out liquidity. This would be the change in the state of delivery here. Once price went and closed above that set of candles. Right, so once that closed above those down set of candles, then you have a change in the state of delivery, and I would look for higher prices. All right. And this is why I said every unicorn is going to have a change in the state of delivery. Right? Like if... Is there an FVG in here? No. All right. If there was an FVG in here, this would also be a unicorn. Right? And the unicorn also has the change in the state of delivery. Every unicorn has a change in the state of delivery. It's essentially the same model. Perfect. There is Paul. Paul, thank you very much. Okay, we got Paul and we got Alan. And then we just need Z White. Mr. Z White. Mr. Z White. If Mr. Z White can make it over to the Discord with a screenshot of their YouTube username, we can get that giveaway going. Yep, no worries, Mr. Z White. No worries. We will be here. I do head over to the My Funded Futures live stream at 10:30 a.m. So I normally close up this live stream at about 10-ish, maybe a little after 10. But I'm always in Discord, so no rush at all. Whenever you get over to the Discord, we'll definitely see it. If you put your name in the giveaway section of the Discord and you didn't win the giveaway, that's not going to get you an account. But decent try there. Decent try. It's not how it works. We don't hand them out. You got to win. You got to win the giveaway. We don't just hand them out to anybody that asks. It's not how it works. Hey, Aulis, how are you doing today? Good to see you again. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Very excited to get another week of work in. Aulis won one of those accounts. How's that account going so far? How is that account going so far? Didn't put any trades on yet? Okay. Okay. See what happens today then. Good morning, Unc. Anwar, what's up? How are you doing today? How do you have the 5 minute in the bottom of the screen? That's just this right here. AGFX watermark. AGFX watermark. Okay, so you can see I just changed the title. That's what is up here on the top of the screen. Title. And then symbol positions. This is how I get this here and this here. AGFX watermark. I joined the Discord. Perfect, Z White. If you could just take a screenshot of your YouTube username and throw that into the Discord. That way I can confirm that it's you, and then I'll send that over to you. Couple more minutes before New York Open. See what we get here today. You watched the new week opening gap? That is not something that I focus on. That is not something that I focus on. All you got to do is go through the instructions of getting into the Discord, Z White. Once you're in the Discord, you can send the proof. You can try to DM me on Discord as well if you want to try that. All right, New York Open. Let's see what we get. See what we get today. What a move there off the open, huh? Nice push higher to start the day. New week opening gap. Very important, dude. Awesome. If you want to use that, be my guest. I'm not saying what is good and bad. You asked me if I used it, and I said I don't. That's all. Everybody's allowed to trade however they would like to trade. Let's see what we get here at New York Open. Nice push higher there on ES. Looks like ES is leading the way. What's NQ doing? Is NQ going to follow ES? Here's that gap that everybody is talking about here in chat. See if NQ could go fill the gap as well. Easy peasy longs. Nailed it. Sounds like you grabbed some green here this morning. Love to hear it. What'd you get? ES or NQ? And what? Did you long the open there? What'd you work with? One minute OB right before the open. Wow. You like to trade the open, huh? Hopping right into a long the moment New York Open opens. Sent a message on Instagram. Let's take a look. All right. once again, Z White, you still have to provide proof that that is you. So take a screenshot of your YouTube username and put it in that message so I can confirm that it's you. I see the message now, but do me a favor, take a screenshot of the YouTube username. All right, I'm not going to be able to give away the account unless I see that it's you. So, got to take a screenshot of the YouTube username and send that in the message. Just send it somewhere. Hey Ash, why are you betraying the unicorn model? Yes, I'm a traitor. I've completely betrayed my own model. I've completely dropped it. I'll never trade it again. Nope. That's a joke if anybody can't tell the sarcasm. The unicorn model is not being betrayed. LOL. Come on now. Come on now, chat. Come on. Betraying the model. Yeah, there you go. I'm a traitor, not a traitor. Come on, the unicorn model was so 2025. We're in 2026 now. You got to get with the times. Still sarcasm, chat. Don't. You guys are going to try to roast me for saying that, but I'm just joking. Yeah, the unicorn has flown away. And you know what it brought back on its return? The IB. Unicorn is the actual goat. Oh no, learner, why would you put that energy into the world? Jeez. More laughs equal more sad moments. Maybe today's going to be a hard SL. Why would you wish that upon anybody? What the heck? No, we want TPs only here. Come on. Come on, chat. No, I know. I'm joking around with you. So is the unicorn strategy valid now or not? Because you said it is for 2021 and we are now in 2026. Can we still trade unicorns? Chat, what do you think? Did the unicorn model just disappear? It no longer works. What do you think? Is the unicorn model cooked? It no longer works? Jeez. It's gone. It flew away, and it's never coming back. It's never coming back. Oh, now they're dumping. What is this? Hold on. Hold on. Don't tell me it was a unicorn. Don't tell me it was a unicorn, that dumb price. Oh, chat. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. What the? They're dumping now. What about my gap fill, chat? I heard Trump is bringing back the unicorn model for March 10th only. At 9:45 a.m. You got to get ready. Source is, trust me, bro. Trust me. Trump said so. What a beautiful Monday. What a beautiful Monday. All right, real question. Who's blown their account already? Who has over leveraged the open and has already blown their eval or their funded account? Right? Everybody was probably super bullish. They were like, "Oh, we got to go fill the new week opening gap," and now smash. And now we're dumping. All those longs get liquidated, and you were greedy. You didn't take your TP because you wanted the new week opening gap, and now you've failed your eval because we just dumped. Who is it? Who's the one over leveraging New York Open? Or can we just be patient? Can we just be patient and wait? Can we let the market come to us? Can we stop oversizing and overtrading? Right? Like, I'm in my live account right now, and you have not seen me click any buttons. You have not seen me click any buttons. We're looking for a trade, and we're going to take a trade if it comes across the desk. Okay, patience, patience, patience. Okay, don't fall into that euphoria. Don't fall into that impulsiveness. Let the market come to you. The market doesn't care about what you think. The market doesn't care about what you want. Okay, you got to implement risk management. You got to implement self-control. You got to be in control of your mind and your emotions. Okay? That's why we fall in love with the process. So I'm happily waiting. We'll see what we get here. I'm in no rush at all. This is something that would align with the bearish bias that I mentioned pre-market, right? If this is becoming a 15-minute bearish unicorn, waiting to see the next 15-minute candle closure because we would need to have the FVG aligned with the breaker. Right? I mentioned a bearish bias this morning. You're potentially getting a bearish 15-minute setup. Right? So let's see what happens here. Let me take a look at the 5-minute. Yeah, the 5-minute setting up as well. So let's wait to see if you get the bearish FEG there on the 5-minute as well. Large stop there. Don't like that. 96 points. Whoa, hold on. All right. Does look like you're getting a bearish change in the state of delivery there. Does look like it has the bearish FEG as well. So definitely something I'm going to look at here for New York Open. All right, let's see if that's a bearish change in the state of delivery. Let's see if we get lower prices from here. Anyone having trouble with trade evade? Looks like there's more trade evade issues again. That's happening way too often recently. Way too often recently. All right, so you all can see that I'm in my live account right here. You can see that there's no orders on the screen, right? So I already know that the question's going to come across. Did you take the trade? If I take the trade, you will see it on the screen because I'm currently in my live account, right? So if I were to take the trade, you'll be able to see the P&L right there on the screen, okay? Don't know how to be any more clear about that. We are currently in the live account. You will see if the trade is taken because it'll happen right in front of you. Ooh, ugly 15-minute candle there on ES. Ugly 15-minute candle there on NQ as well. Wow. Ooh. Short from 24944. Yeah, basically the change in the state of delivery there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here, chat. Decent rejection from the change in the state of delivery so far. No real move. We'll see what happens from here. See what we'll get for today. Decent volatility there at the open, slowing down a bit here. We'll see if we get a move lower from the change in the state of delivery. As you can see, once again, I'm still in my live account. Still have not entered any trades. All right, here it is right here. No P&L fluctuating on the screen because there's no trade on the screen. There's no trade happening. I'm simply waiting, right? That's all it comes down to. I'm being patient, letting the market come to me. I just don't personally think that we've picked a direction here yet. We're just kind of inside the opening range. I don't think we have a real direction just yet. The gap being above us and being unfilled, that also gives me an issue. So, simply just being patient. Waiting. Patiently waiting. We'll see what we get today. Pretty slow market ever since that initial move. See what 10 a.m. brings. Maybe we'll start to get the move lower here. We'll see. It's nothing convincing. Can you explain why you're still not convinced? Yeah, same thing as I just mentioned 2 seconds ago. We got a gap above us, right? So we know that gaps like to get filled. Okay. Additionally, we're just stuck inside the opening range. Okay, first 15 minutes of New York Open. We're basically at the opening price of New York Open. Let's see where we open for New York. All right, we're below the opening price, but just doesn't look like it picked a direction yet. We have the gap above us. So just a couple things giving me issues, and that's why I haven't taken any risk. It just doesn't look like it's picked a direction. We have the gap above us. So I'll just wait. I'll keep waiting. I will keep waiting. Once again, I'm in my live account right here. You'll be able to see the P&L fluctuating on the screen. You'll be able to see the whole nine. New week opening gap. Already tagged, though. Yeah, guys, feel free to make your own decisions. These are my decisions. So, however you guys would like to trade, be my guest. I'm not here to convince anybody. Please do your own due diligence. Please do not follow anybody on social media. Always take full responsibility of all of your own trades and make all of your own decisions. The only thing I'm doing here is sharing my experience with everyone. I'm not saying what is right or wrong. I'm not telling anybody what to do. You make all of your own decisions, right? Like this morning, my decision is I'm going to wait. Whatever reason why I'm waiting is because that's what I chose. You guys are free to make all of your own decisions as well. I'm not here to say what is right or wrong. All I'm doing is capturing my experience on a live stream so that later on, I can go back and watch this live stream and say, hey, what did I do good here? What did I do bad here? Right? Like I'm journaling for myself, right? Like this is not a signal service. I'm not here to say what is good versus bad. All I'm doing is sharing my experience live. Thought my YouTube was a signal service. Wow. That couldn't be further from the truth. It is not, and it will never be. Oh, that was sarcasm. My bad. I didn't recognize that one. Oh, so maybe some volatility there. We finally get a move. What is that? That's nearly 70 points there for the individuals that did take the short from the change in the state of delivery. You might want to think about either going break even with your stop or just taking your 70 points and calling it a day. Finally got a move there. That was a random volatility. If anybody took the short that is on the screen, either go like this or just take your profit. Right? stop above break even. So no matter what, this cannot become a loser, or just close the position and be done. Or just close the position and be done. Now we're taking out the low too. All right. I would think about taking profits here. You're looking at 90 points on NQ. 90 points on NQ, I'd be done there. Take your profits on the shorts. Take your profits on the shorts and be done. Don't be greedy on a Monday. Be done. Be done there. Congratulations, chat. Throw a W in chat if you're able to capture the short. Throw a W in chat if you're able to capture the short. Congratulations. Amazing job today, chat. You guys were able to profit from something that I didn't even get to execute. So would you look at that? Look at the difference in, emotional control, being aligned with your actions. Right? I didn't even get to execute. I didn't even get to control my own actions. But even with that being said, no harm, no foul, because I haven't taken any risk, right? So no win, no loss, right? This, for me, was just a learning experience. So congratulations to anybody that did capture the W. I'm still flat on the day. I do have to move over to the My Funded Futures live stream, okay? So I am going to start to close up the stream here. I would like to go get a snack before the 10:30 a.m. live stream. Congratulations to the winners of the giveaway. Congratulations to the winners of the short position. On my end, I'm flat today. I'll remain flat until I find something that I want to risk on. If not, I might just be flat today, and I'm okay with that. Okay? We still got to create a game plan heading into the morning. Then we found something that we were capable of identifying, and it had a nice move from it. So that's a good learning experience for me, and I'm very happy with it. There does not need to be a P&L attached to a learning experience. Every day is another learning opportunity, no matter the outcome. All right, so congratulations. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Do me a favor. Follow me over to the My Funded Futures live stream. I will be going live over there in about 20 minutes. I hope to see you all there. Have a nice day, everyone.